Hello students, good morning. So today our topic is angle of repose. The angle between inclined plane and horizontal, and when any block placed on the plane remains at rest is called angle of repose. Okay, the angle between inclined plane and horizontal. Okay, the angle between inclined plane and horizontal when any block whatever be its mass placed on the plane remains at rest is called angle of repose. So we take its example. So here we will take an inclined plane which make an angle theta with the horizontal, and we put any box having mass m on this inclined plane. Okay, so theta is equal to angle of repose. Okay, so this box is at rest. Okay, so here we take another inclined plane which make an angle theta 1 with the horizontal. Okay, and theta 1 is greater than theta, and we put a box here. We put any box here having same mass m on this inclined plane. Here theta 1 is greater than theta. Okay, so this box come in motions. Okay, and the motion along downward direction with some acceleration a. Okay, so here if we change, okay, if the angle theta is slightly more than the angle of repose, okay, so we take any another angle. So theta is equal to, if we take here the theta 1, okay, then what will happen here? So this angle theta 1 is slightly more than the angle of repose. So then this box will come in motion, and motion along downward direction with acceleration a. Okay. Our next topic is friction on an inclined plane. So here we will take an inclined plane which make an angle beta with the horizontal, and we will put a box on this inclined plane having mass m. And we already know that the weight of this body always works vertically downward direction, that is a mg, and normal force always works upward direction, that is a capital N. We resolve mg into two components, one along mg cos theta, cos beta, and another is mg sin beta. Okay, so here a block of mass m, small m, is placed on an inclined plane of angle of inclination is beta. Okay, I repeat it again what we do here. So here we will take an inclined plane which make an angle beta with the horizontal. So we will put a box having mass m on this inclined plane. The weight of this body work vertically downward directions and normal force upward directions. Okay, and here we resolve weight of this body into two components, mg cos beta and mg sin beta, and the frictional force work along this direction, right hand side. Okay, so here a block of mass m is placed on an inclined plane of angle of inclination is beta. So now we see that free body diagram of this block. Free body diagram of this block is, so here how many forces working on this body? So there are four forces. First is mg cos beta, the weight of component of weight. Okay, mg cos beta is a component of weight which works vertically downward directions, and normal force work vertically upward directions. Okay, and mg sin beta work on this body along left hand side, and frictional force on right hand side. Okay, so there are four forces working on this body, and here the magnitude of these both the forces, normal force and weight of this body remains equal, and opposite in directions. Okay, so both these forces balance each other. So we can write here n is equal to mg cos beta. We give it equation number 1. And when this body is at rest, then this both the forces should be equal. I mean mg sin beta is equal to frictional force. Okay. So here this is a free body diagram. So there are 4 forces working on this body. Mg cos beta work vertically downward direction, normal force work vertically upward direction, and mg sin beta work left hand side, and frictional force right hand side. Okay. So when this body is at rest, then these 2 forces should be equal. Okay. So mg sin beta is equal to frictional force, and here normal force and the weight of this body having equal magnitude but opposite direction, so both balance each other. So we can write here n is equal to mg cos beta. Okay. So here after that, on dividing equation 2 by 1, on dividing equation 2 by 1, then mg sin beta upon mg cos beta is equal to frictional force upon normal force. Okay, we give it equation number 3. And we already know that frictional force is equal to coefficient of friction into normal force. Normal force is a n. Okay. We give it equation number 4. We put the value of frictional force in equation number 3. For here mg and mg will cancel to each other, and here what left? Tan beta. Tan beta is equal to frictional force. We put the value of frictional force in equation number 3. Coefficient of friction into normal force upon normal force. So normal force and normal force will cancel to each other, and what left here? Tan beta is equal to coefficient of friction. We give it equation number 5. Okay. And we already know that coefficient of friction here. Okay. Coefficient of friction is equal to tan alpha. Okay, we give it equation number 6, and we put the value of coefficient of friction in equation number 5. So tan beta is equal to tan alpha. So finally we will get beta is equal to alpha. Okay. So beta is equal to alpha. I mean the angle of repose. Angle of repose. Beta is equal to angle of repose equal to alpha angle of friction. So angle of repose is equal to angle of friction. Okay. I mean if the angle of inclination of the plane less than equal to beta, then the block placed on this plane will remain at rest. But when the angle of inclination is greater than beta, then this block will start slipping on the plane in downward direction. Okay. So if the angle of inclination of the plane less than equal to beta, then the block placed on the plane will remain at rest. Okay. But when angle of inclination of the plane greater than beta, then the block will start slipping. Then the block will start slipping on the plane in downward direction. Okay. repeat again. If the angle of inclination of the plane less than equal to beta, then the block placed on the plane will remains at rest. Okay. But when the angle of inclination of the plane greater than beta, then the block will start slipping on the plane in downward direction with some acceleration.